Right. So DRHP is a provisional document. In DRHP, we have identified certain loans which is to be refinanced from the IPO proceeds. There were two loans of our subsidiaries of around 1200 crore. Since the filing of DRHP, we have already refinanced these loans at the lower rate of interest. So accordingly, we have taken out these two loans at the time of filing of RHP. Accordingly, issue size has been now come down 1800 crore against 3000 crore. So the fresh issue proceeds will be utilized for the repayment of the company loan and its subsidiary loan, which will strengthen make the company balance sheet strong. Right. In fact, our company has shown the rapid growth in last 15 months. Our operational capacity has grown more than double to 2400 megawatt peak, then 1174 megawatt peak that was in FY25. In fact, we want to highlight in first 3 months of this financial year, we have added more than 600 megawatt capacity, which is equivalent to the capacity added in last year. So if you will see, our company is already focused on the WSH and FDRE projects. These are the complex projects. 83% of our portfolio is consists of these portfolio. Our average tariff is already at 3.64, which is the above than the market. As we have the capabilities of building these projects, this protect our margins and shows our the competitive strength. So investor should look, so as on date, we have the total portfolio of more than 10 gigawatt, while our operational capacity is 2400 megawatt. So that shows the clear path of growth in the near future.
So we largely this competitiveness has been there for the last now 8 years, right? Since Juniper has been in existence. I think by being patient, you can wait through various times, right? When returns go lower or new guys come in and take tariffs down. I think by being patient and then moving fast when the opportunity comes in, you can actually make significantly higher returns than the market, right? And that's what we have done. So we have gone through times in 21, 22 when the returns were extremely low. We did not participate, but when the opportunity came in 23 to 25, we participated in new complex tenders like RTC, FDREs, where there are significantly higher returns. And that's what we want to do in the near future as well. Essentially, I think the sector is now pretty mature, right? We don't need a lot of incentives from the government. We are already sitting at, as a country, sitting at around 270 gigawatts of renewables. Last year, we added around 46 gigawatts of capacity, right? So looking at that, you will essentially reach 500 by 2030 if you just follow that same process, right? So not a lot of policy incentives are required. I think how it's right now going, there is as such a lot of traction because renewables has become the lowest cost, right? So there are buyers for that, and I think that's how it will run. Essentially, I think this firm dispatch RE, right? So when RE started, I think the major question mark was in terms of will it be able to supply power when it's required, right? Now we have reached a scenario where if you look at evening peak tariffs in this year, right, they have touched 16 to 20 rupees, right? And that's where the requirement of firm dispatch RE has come in. We believe that is the biggest growth opportunity that will be there over the next 5 to 7 years, right? Which will be a mix of solar plus wind plus batteries, right? And that's where we are concentrating ourselves as. I think in terms of differentiation, the primary thing that we differentiate ourselves is in moving very, very fast. We have a team which has been with us for the last 8 to 10 years. When FDREs came in, which you're talking about firm dispatch RE, we were the first ones to actually bid for those projects and actually the first one to commission such a project, right? That's how we try to differentiate ourselves. After that, I think the other thing is we do most of the project lifecycle capabilities like EPC, O&M in-house, right? That's the other stuff, but that is something which a lot of say other players also have. It's largely around moving fast and taking benefits of having the first mover advantage. I think that when you're looking at the investment in the IPO, right? I think one thing that we've always told everyone, we're probably one of the only few IPOs where there is no OFS, right? So everything is coming into the company. That money will be used for future expansion. We are growing very, very fast. If you look at again competition, right? We have almost doubled our capacity last year, and that too in the last 3 months we have almost added 600 megawatts, right? So that's how we're looking at. I think strategies for growth follow the same process that we have been following earlier. we stay disciplined while bidding. We don't want to take up projects which don't make money, right? So that is very, very important because that's where the returns get finalized. And the second is to build efficiently. And third, I think the third point, as I mentioned, be very, very agile. That's what we want to maintain.